Cook again next week.
James Nelson is one step closer to getting that coveted apron, and Cleverly Stone is in the newsroom to dish on last night's episode. Cleverly.
Hey, you guys, I was underwhelmed, I'm going to say it, by last night's show. James Nelson, our Houston contestant, didn't even cook last night. And joining me, we have a fan of the show and Houston chef, Arash Kharat. He is the executive chef for Aramco, the youngest chef they've ever had at 28 years old.
Yeah.
You're a boy wonder, my friend.
I know, thank you.
All right, so let's go to the videotape. The final 6 didn't cook, and they were trying to decide who was going to rejoin the cast. So they brought back a couple of the people who had already been expelled from the show. All right, Chef Arash, tell us about this egg challenge. That brings back memories for you.
Horrible memories.
Horrible memories.
In culinary school, we had an egg challenge as well. We had to cook as many eggs as we could in a matter of time. And I almost had an anxiety attack and walked out of the classroom because it was such a pain. Every egg that I cooked was thrown away. But at the end, I learned how to make a perfect egg.
Okay, so this is actually an exam at a culinary school, what these contestants had to do. So why is that so difficult, Chef?
It's working the pans. As you can see, a lot of the eggs that they're throwing out are burnt on the bottom, crispy on the edges, and some of them are raw in the center. The egg whites weren't cooked at all. And they're trying to cook volume in 4 pans, and half of them, the pans were too hot. And it burned the bottom, the tops were raw. So you gotta have a cold pan to start off with, put butter, a little oil, and then work from there. And it's timing. You gotta time it perfectly, plate, start again,
Okay, so good chef tip. Start with a cold pan and break your egg in the cold pan. Aha! That's been my problem.
Then you won't burn it, because once the egg hits the hot pan, that's it.
I love that. Thank you. All right, now let's move on to the salmon. I'm telling you, people, to do all of this in 1 hour, I think that was crazy, but they did it. They had to fillet a fish. Those fish were worth $1,000.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah, a whole fish like that is a beautiful fish.
Wow.
Brie, she did it all backwards, but
How did what?
she didn't take off the whole fillet. She was cutting portions out of just the side of the fish.
Oh, like little blocks.
Yeah, like a cake.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they came out nice, but still not the right way to do it.
Yeah. Interesting. And then I saw her taking the bones out. So in salmon, you have to take the bones out. Right?
Yeah, there's small bones in there.
But when we buy salmon at the market, the bones are already taken out, right?
Yeah, that's what you pay for.
Yeah.
That's why it gets a little bit pricey sometimes.
Okay, great. All right, everyone. They had these 2 contestants, Beanie and Brie, had 1 hour to create a hollandaise sauce, asparagus, potatoes, and salmon.
That's a task right there.
Would you be able to do that, Chef?
I can, but I don't know, for the average home cook, it's kind of difficult.
Yeah.
Especially the hollandaise and getting your asparagus nice and really pretty. Brie did a great job on the asparagus.
Yeah.
Her plate looked beautiful, but the judges said there wasn't enough hollandaise sauce on there.
Yeah, she was a little skimpy on the hollandaise, but she ended up winning the challenge. So she now is back in the competition, and Beanie goes home, poor thing.
Poor guy.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, but he seems like he wants to continue in cooking.
Yeah.
So that's good. So you agree that Brie was the correct one to stay?
I think so.
Okay, good.
Yeah, she has more talent. It seems like Beanie lost some of his skills from leaving the show for a while.
Yeah.
Her plates look beautiful, restaurant quality, so.
Okay, great. All right, next Thursday?
Absolutely.
We're going to recap? Okay. Let's watch next week. I hope it's a more exciting show. And let's hope that James Nelson cooks next week from Houston. All right, let's throw it back to the studio.
All right, thanks, guys. You get a whole new respect for the food you order.